Alright, so it's cherry tomato time. And you know what that means? It means it's time for our annual Caprese salad. We're going to make a cherry tomato Caprese salad with little mozzarella balls, which we've done before. And I'm going to make up a dressing for it that is pesto, basically. And that way we get our basil in our Caprese salad. So I'm just going to start picking, and there's a bunch of them. And we got some nice red ones over here. They're a little harder to get to, but they're in there. Yep. Nice bright red. So it's going to be good. I'll get to picking and we'll come back later.
You gonna grin too?
Picking and a grinning. So I picked about 100 tomatoes of various sizes, and I cut them all in half. And I have one package of the little mozzarella pearls, they call them. And this is one bunch of basil from the farmer's market. One nice thing about living around here is the things that we can't grow here on the coast, the farmers inland can grow really well. So it doesn't pay for us to even plant basil, but
no, because they're like $3 a bunch.
You go to the farmer's market, you get beautiful basil, a lot of different varieties of it. It's great. So I'm just gonna reduce this a little bit so I can fit some other stuff in here. Now, I have a half cup of nuts. I'm using Mac nuts because I can, and I think the flavor is gonna be nice. They have a rich, fairly rich flavor. Use any kind of nuts you like. Pine nuts would be kind of traditional. Almonds, it really doesn't matter.
Walnuts.
You could use walnuts.
I think that's
not my favorite nut.
No, but that is one that people suggest.
And I have 5 cloves of garlic, which once again, people at the farmer's market are growing great garlic. And okay, and now I'm gonna zoop this up for long enough for those Mac nuts to get, they're round, so they kind of bounce around on the blades for a while. And, okay, so I think that's going to be that. I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of salt. This is really a pretty easy thing to make here if you do it in a food processor.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a heck of a lot of chopping.
And then I am going to add some peanut oil. You could use any kind of oil. I'm using peanut oil to augment the rich taste of those Mac nuts. And you just add it in kind of slowly, and it emulsifies with this process of mixing the oil and the watery ingredients together. And then, for one last little touch on this, I'm going to add the juice of a half a lemon. I think this is going to give it a little bit of brightness, and I'm kind of picturing using this salad as a side and add a little brightness to whatever dish it's being used with. And now, that was a big lemon, so I didn't really actually get all the juice out of it. I don't want too much. And I've got an entire basil leaf in here that hasn't gone anywhere, but the Mac nuts did great. So we'll just smoke all this together. See if we've got one basil leaf chopped up. And we're going to use this. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Taste it. Now at this point, that's really good. I'm going to put a little bit more lemon in there. At this point, you could add some cheese, which would be really traditional if you were making a pesto. I'm trying to go for a little more of a dressing.
Could use cheese as a garnish. Or we have cheese. Never mind. We have cheese.
Yeah, there's cheese in it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a little thicker than I'd like it to be, so I'm going to go in with a little more peanut oil. We always buy the small jug.
Yeah. Actually, we were really happy to find this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and this I think is going to be perfect now. And we'll be ready to assemble our salad, which is just as simple as putting these three things together in a bowl. So, in with the cheese. Mix that together a little.
I like the colors.
Yeah, I think this this green dressing is going to dull that somewhat.
Yeah. Did you mention the kinds of tomatoes those were?
No, I didn't. Those were Sun Golds, and the red ones are Sweet Hundreds.
Millions?
Nope.
Hundreds?
Sweet Hundreds.
Oh.
We usually try and grow Sweet Millions. And this year, the people who provide our plant starts had trouble with their tomato starts, and they didn't have any Sweet Millions. They had Sweet Hundreds. And as the difference in the name would suggest, Sweet Hundreds make a lot fewer tomatoes than Sweet Millions.
Yeah, we usually have.
We usually have
One of our
tons
ears.
by now, and you know, this 100 tomatoes that I picked today has completely caught us up with the tomatoes, which is fine. In a couple more days, there'll be more. This could have been a little thinner still, but I think we're gonna like it. I don't think I'm gonna need all of this.
We'll come up with these. That'd be good on your eggs.
Yeah, lots of uses for this kind of thing. There you have it. It's not the most beautiful, but I promise you this is going to taste fantastic.
Well, why don't you take a bite?
I plan on it. All right. Let's see what we have. Get a little cheese, a little tomato. Yep, that's fantastic. It tastes really, really good. All right, so that's the 2023 version of our cherry tomato caprese salad. Thank you for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen. Subscribe and you'll be notified of our weekly videos. And yeah, we'll see you next time.